Okay. Alright. I did not send the list back up. No, I did not. I haven't brought out the gank squad yet because I think I can do this. And also, like, I don't want to overuse that. Like, I know I mentioned that, like, I've already proved my worth playing through every Souls game I've played through. My first time I played a swordsman. And then, like, I'd go back and do, like, sorcerer kind of stuff. I would make one of my fire pots, but since he has a fire attack, I imagine it's probably not gonna be all that effective. Are you gonna slam? Are you gonna welcome me to the jam? Oh, I want you to rewind that. Whoever's watching, you need to rewind that. That was a cheap shot. He was facing, he literally turned, not even turned, just like animation, like one frame. There was no animation of him turning. He literally, I was on his side, waiting for him to do the slammy attack. Oh no! I did not know he could do that 2 times in a row. I was waiting for him to do his slam, and he just suddenly, like, with no animation to it, was facing me. Oh dear. See? When he does the slam, there's no animation to it. The actual slam just locks him in a different direction. That is not okay. I'm sorry, that's not okay. Time for the gank squad. Time for the gank squad. Like, that's my rule. If there's something bullshit, I have a bullshit quota. Look, I love the Souls games. I love this developer. But they have their fair of bullshit. And him having a slam attack, that one, he, like, that thing I complained about before of enemies holding, like, a certain phase of their attack until, like, you can't do that. Like you attack relatively slow. Like I know it doesn't look slow to, like, an onlooker, but compared to most video games, the animations in these games are slow. And that's a good thing. Like, that's one of the things people love about the games, myself included, that your attacks are slow and deliberate. But you don't get, other than the example I gave of holding the string of a bow, you don't get to do that where you can hold back the anticipation phase of your attack and then unleash it, like, because then you'd be able to, obviously, you know, there's a reason you can't do it, because you'd be able to abuse it. You'd be able to, like, stay back on an enemy and then run in and get in a quick swipe on them. But that, him doing that, combined with the fact that you've seen it multiple times, that when he like if you like if you dodge, because there's no way of dodging the actual slam of that attack, because it's like I said, the whole annoyance of them holding anticipation phases like that is that the actual slam, the actual hit of the attack is so fast. So you need to be wary when they do that, and that's what I was doing. The proper way, proper game design would dictate that like if he's in that phase, I know that if I'm in front of him, that's too fast for me to reliably dodge. So I should stay to the side of him. So for the fact that when he actually does a slam, he's able to just glitch in my direction. Like these days, like I've complained about over animations, like games like being over animated, like Rockstar games are bad for that, to the point where it can make them unplayable at times when you're just trying to do like the smallest thing. Like everyone who's played a Rockstar game knows, like trying to like pick up an item or something can be a fucking nightmare. Just because of like you try to like put yourself in the spot to pick it up, and one fucking nudge of the analog stick decides to set off on a fucking Bilbo Baggins journey. But you know, if I can't do that, if I can't glitch, like even now when you see me turning, there's an actual animation of my character turning around. If I can't just glitch from 90 degrees, like, you know, if I can't do it, the enemy shouldn't either. And for him to be able to do the actual slam of that when you are doing your job as the player and staying at his side, I actually find myself wondering if the open world design of this game may have detrimentally affected the bosses, because they know that unless there's something I'm not knowing yet, like maybe I get an item in these catacombs that is necessary to complete the game, it seems like a lot of these bosses are going to be optional. Like, for instance, in that one cave where I fought the Beastmaster, the only thing I got from him was one of those equipable talismans. I think it was the Flame Drake one I got from him. So that entire area, that's an entire boss that's optional. Unless, again, like there's something like where like you get to a point where it says, oh, now you must continue exploring and find the areas you've missed, blah blah blah. But maybe having optional areas like this may have detrimented the boss design, because they know that not everyone's going to find every boss, and like if a boss isn't 100% necessary to beat the game, then it's easier to say to like kind of, I don't want to say be lazy, but like but like the opposite is true. Not laziness, but like if a boss is necessary 100% to complete the game, then you need to make sure that boss, is fair. But if a boss is optional, there's less of pressure to make it fair. And just the fact that he can like hold that, because I would say that that's a good boss design. Like in general, I think this boss is really well designed. But the correct way for that encounter to work would be that when he's holding up that, because you can't run away, because he just holds the attack until, I don't know, like I haven't tried running away and just waiting for him to slam. Maybe there's like a time limit on how long he'll hold it, but if there is, I'm sorry, but that would be just even worse game design, for you to just have to stay back and just wait. At least with the flame breath, you can get to his side, get a few attacks in, and then know that, okay, as he ends it, I would even say that even though I complained about it at first, that's actually kind of a nice little touch to it, that at the end of his flame breath, there's a kind of extra oomph to his turning. Like it caught me, like it'll catch you off the first time. And I've seen people say that like bosses in games like this should be 100% easily, like, to a skilled player, should be 100% beatable your very first time. Um, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, because when death in is like literally built into the story, when like it's one of the one genres of game, the only other games that I can think of where death is part of the story is fucking Prince of Persia, and because if you die in that, because it's all framed as him telling a story, so like it's framed as him like saying, "Oh wait, no, I didn't fall down that pit," which I always thought was kind of funny. But um, anyway, my point is that the proper way to fight that phase where he's going to slam like that is to stay at his side, wait for the slam, knowing that that it's not really something you can reliably dodge. Because the problem is, even if you YOLO it and stay in front of him, he doesn't automatically do it right when he's in position to do it. He holds it for random amounts of times. There's been, before I got good at like staying to his side like that, there'd be times where he would come up to me while standing and just slam right away, and other times where there'd be a moment or two. So even if you could reliably like dodge it, you're not going to know. Um, and so the correct way to do that would be to stay at his side, wait for him to finally do the slam, and then get you some attacks in. So uh, for him to just glitch, there's not even an animation for it. For him to just, when he does the slam, just glitch into the direction facing you so that he can hit you, is just piss poor design. And that, in my opinion, is worth, fuck off, is worth bringing out the gank squad. Because that's kind of like my rule. Like I'll go up against a boss 100 times. I don't mind. Oops, I can't do it until I'm in there. Oh shit. Okay, I'll admit that's damn, he kills them guys fast. That's on me that I didn't think in terms of or not on me that I didn't think, but I've never tried to dodge backwards through the fire, so I did not realize how much range it had. I thought if I dodged backwards, because it hit me once and it knocked me backwards, so I thought that within like dodging the second I stood up, that would put me in a position to oof. Damn. And my gank squad is dead. Gank squad down. Damn. And you can only use that once. Ugh. And then for it to have that much range so that you can't even really reliably dodge away from it. Like I'd say, oh, I'd say that's the worst attack. Like that's the worst attack he has. Like the most unfair that he has. That he can, like that, like if you try to just dodge away from it. Because like, I'll put it like this. If you're fighting him and he decides to stand up and go into that animation, you're kind of fucked. Because even if you start running away the second you realize he's standing up, the slam has enough range that he could just turn and slam you. As not. Like, literally every other attack that this boss has, literally every other attack that the boss has is fair. Except for that one. I would also say that the magical slam is a little unfair. Not too much, but there seems to be differing levels to how high he'll get. Like, there's, like, maybe if I watched back the footage and timed it, I'd be wrong, but it definitely feels like sometimes he slams a lot sooner in that animation. It's like his slams are just like the slams, magic or otherwise. Because I really feel like I've got the timing of that magic attack down, but there's times that I'll dodge it at the point that I really think is supposed to be the point where the animation ends, and then he'll wait all the way until my dodge is over and then do it. And it just seems like, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just me being old and my reflexes being shit, and maybe it is realistic to expect dodges on all these attacks. Although, that is a factor. Factor! Found a factor, my friends. Found a factor. I retract my statement about the magical slam. There's a tell. You listen for the dingle. My friends, you listen for the dingle. When you hear the magical dingle, that's when he's getting ready to do it. Oh yeah, the magical dingle, my friends. The magical dingle, and I'm crouching. See, there it is. That fucking, and yeah, he holds it. He holds it long enough to cross the entire fucking room and get to you. Oh, I was a little late on dodging that. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! See, I like that. I like that, and you know what? I will acknowledge that there could be a tell on the non-magical slam that I wasn't seeing. I will acknowledge that there could be a way to tell when he's getting ready to do that I'm not seeing. But audio, audio cues. And audio cues are good because it's actually a fact. I didn't know if you knew this, but it's actually a proven fact that our reflexes respond to audio cues quicker than visual cues. Like they've done studies on that, and you can even test it yourself. There's like sites you can go to where like it'll have like a click the button when like a color flashes on the screen, and then it'll have tests where it's like click the button when you hear a sound, and you do react faster to sound than to visual cues. So that's good. So realizing that, because yeah, his I can confirm just from watching it that his magic slam attack does have differing, like from how long it takes him to get to you, and stuff like that. He sometimes he goes to different heights. It does have differing, but it no matter how long that attack takes, there's a dingle noise, and the slam always happens the exact same amount of time after the dingle noise. Oof. So other than that slam, with the caveat of there could be something to it I don't know. Not sure what you got going on with your trees here, buddy. Return to entrance. Yes, I've explored everything. I even opened the I need to check if I have any more stone sword keys, because I know exactly where another one can be used. Wonder if I should have taken that as my starting gift, because one of your starting gifts was that you could get 2 of those keys. I took the one that would let me upgrade my Estus. I don't keep calling it Estus, because what the fuck is it called? Flask of Tears. Crimson Tears, Cerulean Tears, eh. So what? Kaiden's sword. So a mercenary belonging to a horse-riding folk. Skillfully uses massive blade for dismounting others. I'll stick to the gang squad. God, it's been so long. Like, I found this cave, like, in the last episode, like, in the last recording session. I am, you know what? I am that I am. I need to go rest. If I could pick one quality of life change, it would be allowing you to use squishy souls or runes. I don't want to keep pumping the endurance, but I want to get to a point where I can quick roll. And if nothing else, I'm getting stamina out of it, so... Still medium load, still medium load, still medium load. It seems 17 is the... yeah, because even going up to 20 is too much. Oh well. Alright, so where even am I? Stillwater Cave, near a lake shore. Nomadic merchant. What is Stillwater Cave? Stillwater Cave is the one that I explored. I can't honestly, for the life of me, remember what I found in it. Oh yeah, the Stillwater Cave is the one that's poisonous. And then I think the fucking dealio with the fucking lobster man undid any memories of anything that came before. um, I'm gonna go back to the lake just because I feel like I didn't explore a lot of that lake. I feel like I explored like a portion of it, then I uh encountered the Do you have anything for sale that I need?
Note.
I already bought that. I do need arrows. I need arrows. Hopefully I can get a recipe to make arrows that are half decent. Because at first it seemed odd to me that the arrows you can make are weaker than the ones that you can uh, four-toed fowlfoot are weaker than the ones that you can buy, because it seemed like it'd be the other way around, since buying them just uses up some runes, whereas crafting you gotta actually gather up the materials. But I think the arrow recipes I have aren't, other than the fire ones, which don't do much damage, but they do a lot of fire damage. Other than the fire arrows I got, I think these aren't meant for combat. The Shatter Shard ones make noise, so I think that they're like, if I had the stuff to make them, I would have been able to use them to distract that one enemy away from that item. And then these create a light. And the example I gave before, I still hold to that it could be, if you're fighting an enemy in the dark, you could shoot it with a few of those, and then like even when it's like trying to be hidden, you know where it is. I would not be surprised if the game took advantage of that. I would not be surprised if there's at least one boss that's like in a dark area, and even with your lamp, it like backs away and like has like places to attack you from, and then maybe popping a few of these at it makes it easier. But I also realized that afterwards, that I think when I was watching David play, I realized that it could also be like, if you're in like a big and like big cavern, like a big dark place, you could shoot them off and like maybe get a lay of the land that way. Like, I don't want to go on a rant about Dark Souls 2 and like the marketing and like how they changed it and everything. It's very clear that light was going to play a bigger factor, and that like it's very clear that there was going to be parts where you had to really choose whether to have a torch out or have a shield for protection. And there's parts of the game where there's, torches you can light that do nothing, that like barely illuminate anything. And like you can really tell that like the intention there was going to be that you was going to be kind of crawling through these dark areas, and again, like either like holding up a shield not knowing what's about to attack you, or You know, when you get to a torch, lighting it. Um, but that one area, I forget the name of it, but the one where it's basically imagine the Blight Town, but without the poison. Um, that area that's just that big open area that's just nothing but like those like standing little uh wooden houses and stuff. Um, and is like it was actually really interesting to like if you play that and you actually bother to light the torches, like, and then like looking back on the level or dying and going back to the bonfire, then looking back on the way the level looks when it's lit, like you really see the progress you're making. And like obviously the game's hard, so like you may die a few times in that, but like each time you may have like made it a little further and lit a few more torches, and like seeing that progress be made, like I feel like that area was kind of indicative of what they were going for with most of the game, and then just budget or whatever. Maybe gameplay wise, it just didn't end up working out. Like it just ended up being too frustrating and not in like not frustrating in like the fun way that Souls games are meant to be. I don't know. I feel like I went. Okay. I feel like I went in one direction and ended up finding that cave that I explored. And then I went, like, I spent an hour. Okay. Spent an hour fighting the, lobster. And then I think after that, I just sort of found my way up a cliff. And then I. Or what? No, no, it was one of these. It wasn't this particular one because the one I found was much higher, but it was one of these. I found one of these. Yeah. And then that's what led to me. There a boss around here? Because those are the things that let you respawn at them when a boss does the doodle hopper. Malefactor's Evergoal. They're watching me, and I feel like if I puss out at this point, they'll judge me. Adon, Thief of Fire. Oh, damn. He's got a lot of poise. He can really... Okay, he can summon a sun. So there's that. Oh, come on. Oof. This guy is gonna be a... This guy's gonna be a difficult one because he, he's got a lot of poise, so I can't like stalk him or anything. But he can stun lock me. I think the only time I really got a chance... Oh, he's two-handing. So there's that. There's that to consider now, that he's two-handing. Oh, he can really turn. He can really turn. Yeah, it seems like the only time I can really get a hit in is when he's about to cast. Or when he ends one of those. Oof. Ah, I thought I was just out of range and I was gonna hit him as he... Oof. Oofenhoffen knifer. Oofennoffen naffy oofa. You know what one of my biggest fucking fears is? I'm sure if you watch me play games for any period of time, you'll know that I have a fondness for making up words. As I just did. And when you make a word, you're just applying random sounds. I'm always afraid that in the midst of, like, just applying random letters in just Mothman Doopin Da Sheekin Dookin Nana Buddha Buddha. Like, just making random, you know. I'm always afraid that I'm gonna end up saying a very bad word. that oh, like you get what I'm saying. That doesn't hurt him. But I guess it makes sense to have immunity to your own spells. Also, it seems like if you manage to attack him when he is casting, that like stun locks him a little, puts him in a little bit of stunny lock. Because I noticed that whenever I attack him when he's casting, instead of oh, what the fuck? I stepped on some fire. Instead of just attacking me back, he actually like tries to dodge away. Oh! Oh, that's not allowed. I think my spinning slash might do a little bit more in terms of poise break. No. Never mind. Forget I said anything. He can heal. I feel like that's an aspect that needs pointed out multiple times. I think he's supposed to be like kind of like a version of an NPC Phantom. So I'm pretty sure he was rolling. And if I'm killing ghosts that like to roll around for fun, that's a new low. I mean, I'll kill pigs. It has to be done. But I feel like my dream is to get YouTube famous and then constantly make references to videos that aren't uploaded anymore. That literally only one person on this planet will get. Is this just going to lead up to that place that I was at before? I feel like this might just be... No, because I had to use a jumpy do to get here, and I never used a jumpy do before. Oh, those actually end up, those get a spot. So those must, for them to get an actual, I feel less bad about ditching the battle. Because for that to get an actual, like, symbol on the map, means that that's, like, a major, like, difficult thing to have to do. I mean, I don't imagine him being too difficult. It's just a matter of, like, how much healing I have. And I still can only heal, like, one Estus can only heal half of my health currently. So I need to find more of those things that do the thing that they've done. Trina's lilies. I like Trina's lilies. Because I got a strategy. Like, I do got a strategy. If I'm close when he goes to cast, do a few hits on him. Because it doesn't... There's a town down there. It doesn't, like, stun lock him or anything. Although, in that situation, he's less likely to just start attacking back and more likely to roll away. But at the very least, you get in a attack during the cast. And if he's like NPC phantoms, and for that matter, real phantoms, then he should have a limited number of heals. Usually, NPC phantoms will have a limited number of heals, and this, again, same thing with real phantoms, but you don't see this as much because obviously a real phantom, a real player is gonna see when they run out. But NPC phantoms will actually, in some of the other games at least, will actually attempt to heal, and you'll see them do the animation of trying to drink and then looking at their bottle and turning it upside down. And that'll tell you Ballista bolts. Oh, Jesus. Now, pray tell, what am I gonna do with a ballista bolt? I don't have a ballista. I don't think I could carry a ballista. What was the game I played recently where you could collect some ballista bolts, big arrows, and they would help you in the battle? I think it was, yeah, it was Neo 2. It was actually one of the DLCs. You, throughout the DLC, you would find, these arrows, these flaming arrows, and you would find, like, spots to shoot them from that were, like, these big... I don't want to say ballistas, because they look like giant bows. They roll. They roll around. And I'm murdering them. What does that say about me? What does that say about me? Anyway. And like throughout the level, you could fire them at these mounted, kind of like the big bow on the tower in one of the Hobbit movies, kind of like that. And they would fire off and hit a. Now, I don't know who you are. I don't know anything about your congregation, but you gonna get backstabbed. Oh. Oh, they mad. They mad. I'm pretty sure he just hurt one of his own people with his fire. No? Okay. Thought he did. It looked like he did. Oof! Oofenhoffen. Boom shakalaka. Ooh. He can cast even when you're... Like he gets stun locked, but it doesn't undo the casting he's doing. That's actually... I wonder if... I doubt it, but I wonder if there's a mechanic like that for you when you play as a spellcaster, where, like, if you're getting hit and taking damage... and being stun locked, you can still charge up your spell, and if you're willing to eat the damage that you're taking during that, you actually it's like a risk reward thing where if you eat the damage you're taking, you'll actually have words come out of your mouth that make sense instead of not knowing what words are. Yep, they hear things. Oh, they double tapped me. They double tapped. He's got a red beard. Should point that out. He's got a red beard. And now I gotta... I'm just gonna get on my horse and run through the... Oh, there was a stake here that I didn't notice. Okay. 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 Okay, I got you. I need to lead you away because that group up there is making their way down here. I definitely don't want to fight two of you at once. Ow. Oof. Where's my souls at? Fire Monk's Prayer Book. Okay, we need to quickly loot this area before they get down. Dappled cured meat. Sirs, would you like some dappled cured meat? Okay, it doesn't look like there's any. There's no... I checked each room. There was only 2 of them that were blocked up. So yeah, I've gotten everything there is to get here. Alright. Oh my. Oh my giblets. You know, I really want to check that out, but I did keep saying that I was going to explore more of the swamp. Just because I didn't. Well, I see a Mr. Man. Oh, that's the fucking one that fucked me up because did I remember I started saying it, but I can't again. Like I'll remember. Sometimes I'll remember. Like later on, a sentence that I had started, but I won't remember if I ever ended it. But in that time, a couple episodes ago, that I got the shit scared out of me by one of those was because I saw it ahead of time. Saw it ahead of time, and I hate that I gotta kill the animals. I hate it, but they drop shit. And like, I did say at one point that I was gonna make it a rule that wasn't gonna kill an animal unless I saw, like unless I found a recipe that needed it. But in retrospect, I'm just as likely to then find recipes. What is that? That's a man on a horse. All right, You play at that game. What's up, bro? What's up? You wanna do this? You wanna do this? You wanna do this, bro? You wanna do this, bro? What you wanna go, bro? That's what I thought. Don't try to outhorse me. I should go back to the beginning and try to fight that other guy now that I got a horse. Or no, I think I did. And then, like, within 3 seconds, he knocked me off my horse. And I said, oh, okay. Never mind then. Alright, these things. I still feel like that's like the most worthless visceral attack I've ever seen, because literally it doesn't become an option until you're nearly killed it anyway. Oh shit, people are summoned. It doesn't become an option until it's nearly dead anyway. And just the amount of time, unless you happen to have already been at the side of it or something, the amount of time it would take for you to go around it and do the visceral attack, you could just do like 2 more swipes and be done with it. I see you up there, shaking that ass. Man, plunging attacks are not very good in this game. Not very helpful. I've sworn one of those gave me like a special type of butterfly. Man, I don't like that you can't craft items when around enemies. Because, like, that should just be another risk-reward system, you know? Like you should be able to make an educated decision on, like, do I want to jump into this menu and quickly do this? But anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching.